Good evening, everybody. Let me know if I am coming in loud and clear. I hope everything is working. I'm going to be, oh, you know what? I won't be coming in loud and clear because my headphones weren't on. Let me know if I'm coming in loud and clear on your end, if you can see me, hear me, and everything. I'm just going to pop on over to YouTube right now and make sure that everything is running smoothly, just because I did have technical difficulties earlier today. So how is everybody doing this evening? Okay, I think it is working. We're working. We're good. We're good. All right. I'm not going to touch anything else on my screen, but hello, hello. I have made some more progress. So I'm just going to get to that progress and count it for you because I'm not 100% sure how much it was, but it was like quite a bit. Okay, so I didn't count. Here we go. I'm just going back and counting it because I had copied some stuff in that I didn't actually work on yet, so that doesn't count. Okay, so I am at, oh my God. Okay, I did a lot more work than I thought I did. So I am at, I'll pop it up on the bottom so everybody can see, but I am at 9,263 words. So because I'm already at 9,263 words, I think I'm going to refine my goal to be 11,000. Just because I literally only worked on one chapter after the sprints earlier today, but it was a long chapter. It was just because I was partway through and I was like, oh, I might as well just finish this. And so it was a long chapter. So I guess that increased us by, I think we were at like 6,600 before. So like 2,500, 2,600. I don't know. I can't do math. 2,700. So I actually think, because I actually think I'm going to increase my goal. Or maybe I'm not going to count those words. No, I'm going to count those words, but maybe I'm going to increase my goal. Again, guys, these are written and edited, so it's not like new drafted. Yeah, I'll see what I'm going to do for that. Like maybe we'll get to, maybe I'll change my goal to 11,000 words written / edited, because a lot of that like past 2,500 to 3,000 was just editing. But Zara is here and very early. Hello, hello. Alice is here as well. Hello. Miguel is also here, coming in loud and clear. Good. I'm glad everything is good. Glad you can hear me. That is great. Yay. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Leela. It's great to see you and glad to have you on this stream. And yeah, work is work. It is what it is. Also, because it is Christmas, I do have, or almost Christmas, I do have a little bit of champagne here. Actually, it's Prosecco, but I was having that with dinner. So Adventures in Fantasy is here. Hello, hello. I've got my final edits for my upcoming novel, so my new goal tonight is to finish those and then maybe write more in the sequel depending on time. That is awesome, Zara. Super stoked for that. And I actually owe you a cover and a spine for that new final word count that we have. So that is exciting as well. So I'm thinking I'm going to change my goal to 11,000 because I might even hit 10,000 in the first sprint, and I want to sprint for more than one sprint. So I don't know. Any thoughts on that? Let me know. Actually, maybe I won't change my goal. Maybe I'll just like keep writing. I think for this evening, we'll go for an hour and a half. Yeah, I think we'll go for an hour and a half. We might get some special guests throughout the evening. Let me know what your thoughts are on doing an hour and a half, like re-sprinting, and know as well how long you want to go for the first sprint. I'm just checking in the chat on YouTube if anybody knows how long they want to go for. We can do a warm-up, like 10 minutes. I don't know. How does everybody feel about that? 15, I see Leela says. I'm down to do a 15-minute sprint. I'm just going to pop the timer up here. Okay, so let's just jump right into it, I think. I think we just jump right into it. Like, let's go. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly share my screen. All right, so we've got 15 minutes on the clock. Pens at the ready, everybody, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing. All right, everybody, that is time. How did the sprint go? Let me just stop this timer here. I have hit the 10K mark now officially of words edited slash written. So I'm at 10,313 words, but I have no plans on stopping. Like I said, I'm currently at a part that's like pretty. Oh, I'm actually at more. Okay, what's 10,313 plus 60? So I'm at 10,373 is actually what I'm at. Um, Yay. I feel like this wasn't as hard as my typical drafting 10K days because there was also words edited. It wasn't just words written. And I had a plan going into it. So honestly, it felt a lot faster. Like my 10K days. So I probably completed this in like 5 hours, 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours. No. So we had 2 sprints earlier that were like 2 hours and 15 minutes each, I think. So that's like let's say 4 hours 30, and then I probably plus another hour, maybe hour and a half. So yeah, I don't even think I did an hour and a half. I don't know. Anyway, 5 to 6 hours. Whereas typically to new draft 10,000 words, it typically takes me like 14 to 16 hours of writing sprints. So yeah, the editing definitely made things go quicker, but it's done. But we're going to keep going because I have more stuff to do and I would love to crank that out. I'm really motivated right now because of all of the changes that I decided that like the breakthrough, I think it was on Monday. I don't know. Whenever the first like noon writing sprints were, I had a breakthrough when it came to my novel. I've got all my notes right here. And that's kind of what I'm going through and incorporating. And it just feels really, really good. Anywho, Miguel is just reading for the stream, which is great. That is awesome. Yeah, the sprint was over. It just takes me a moment to get my word count because I don't really keep track of where I started. But I'm also not, because I'm editing, like I also have text beyond it. So I have to go from the point I'm at and like highlight everything backwards to the point I know I started at for the day. Anyway, I know it's really confusing, but yeah, it just takes me a moment. I'm just hanging out, so no word counts for me tonight. Oh, well, glad to have you here and hanging out. That's super fun. I'm done with 11 out of 27 chapters. Zara, damn, that's awesome. That is super, super awesome. If I recall correctly, please correct me if I'm wrong. Were you like on chapter 2 earlier? Like that is, or were you writing scene 2? I forget, but that is awesome. Yeah, so today I've edited, what chapter am I on? For reference, those 10,000 words were, I can tell you how many chapters I did today. So for reference, those 10,000 words were, 4 chapters was apparently 10,000 words. No, that doesn't make sense. 5 chapters was 10,000 words, excuse me. I was like trying to subtract the chapters, but then I forgot to include like the first one I started on because I did that whole chapter and then the current one I'm on. So yeah, which is, I guess that makes sense because my average chapter length is about 1,700 words. So I suppose these are just like longer chapters. Leela read through and took notes on about 5 pages. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. Monday was the first noon writing sprint. Yeah, it was. I was like having a total blank for a moment. So thank you. I was writing scene 2 for the book that comes after this one that I'm editing now. Right. Okay. Got it. That is awesome though. Chapter 11 out of 27. Oh, so good. It's so close to almost done. Oh, how's everybody doing though? I am feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm very proud of the work today. I feel like I haven't done, and I can't believe I'm admitting this. Well, I've admitted it many times, but I can't believe I'm admitting this like now. I don't know. But I really haven't done this much writing work in a while. Like in a long while. I think the last time was probably probably like a previous 10K live stream. Yeah, so it feels really, really good. I feel like I'm on a roll. Oh, and I just realized the timer was still there. I feel like I'm on a roll. Oh, I did have a question to ask everyone. So one of the things that I noted while I was going through, I don't know why I have this, it's not in these notes. While I was going through was that I want my pirates to have so there's pirates in this novel, and I want the pirates to have a swear word. So it's kind of ridiculous. So like when the characters in All the King's Traders swear, they use skies instead of a swear word. A lot of the time, there's still swear words, but they use like curse the skies or whatever. I don't know. Or like they'll say skies, like they'll say shit or something, because that's kind of like their deity. They like, not a deity, but the sky is just like a very central figure. So using like the term skies in vain is considered like swearing almost. Bear with me, people. It's also part of their greeting. Like people will say still skies and the response is strong roofs. But if you say skies like in a derogatory or like in a negative way, then it's considered a swear word. So I'm trying to come up with the equivalent of that for the pirates in this novel, in this upcoming novel. Because I realized it doesn't make sense for them, because I was just reading, like literally just now. I don't know why I haven't thought of this earlier. I was like, it doesn't really make sense for them to use skies as their swear word, because they don't worship the skies like other people do. Like they think it's kind of like anyway, long story. They don't worship the skies. So I was trying to come up with a swear word that had to do with things that they like good at, which is obviously they have the strongest like navy in the lands. And so I was trying to think of something that had to do with like the oceans or the sea. So all that to say, if anybody has like a fantasy type swear word that they'd like to suggest, I'd be happy to hearing them, because I'm just going to do a like control search, and every time the pirates say skies, I'm going to switch it out for something else, because I think it would add to their kind of like collective voice and differentiate the pirates of Racnabrook from the Azanthians who live in the lands to the north. Basically, there's Azanthia and there's Racnabrook, and there's an ocean between them. And Racnabrook are the pirates, and everyone to the north is kind of under the rule of a tyrannical king. But yeah, so any suggestions would be happy to hear. I really can't think of any right now. I was like, I replaced the word in the chapter I was writing to oceans, and they were like, they used oceans, and I was like, yeah. So I'm just gonna, yeah, the skies doesn't like work anymore. Fathom. I didn't even know that a unit of length, measure of the depth of water. Am I saying that right? Fathom. Oh, it's the same as, interesting. I really like that, Zara. I really like that. Measure the depth of water to and attempt to fathom the ocean. That's really cool. Yeah, it's like their F word, basically. And I kind of pulled it from like in Quebec, all of the swear words, like they wouldn't say like the F word in French. They would say like, they basically used like anything that the church holds in high regard in vain, and that's considered a swear word in Quebec. And so it's kind of the same in the land that I've created, where something that's really important to that particular culture, if you use a word like that in vain, then it is considered a swear word. Anyway, I know it's technically a unit of measure, but I actually didn't know it was a unit of measure. I always like just knew fathom as like, oh, they couldn't fathom it, like understand it. So that's super interesting. Today I learned. I love that. You're pronouncing it correctly. Awesome. I'm so uncreative. Everything I think of is from SpongeBob episode where they curse but bleep it out with the with the dolphins. I know exactly what episode you're talking about. I know exactly what episode you're talking about. Yeah, I just can't think of one. And maybe it's just because Skies is like so now ingrained in my mind, and Skies sounds good to me, but I just like, I don't know. I was just going through it and I was like, I feel like it would differentiate them from the Xanthians. And it's like a really easy little switch that'll take me like 2 seconds to do. So, anywho, if anyone thinks of one, like they could say seas. I don't know. I don't know. To be determined. Was it just one episode? I thought it existed through the series. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I remember one particular, like, I'm not gonna make the dolphin noise. One particular scene where it was bleeped out by the dolphins. Um, yeah, I think Fathom is really cool. I feel like maybe season's too short. I don't know. I don't know. Anywho, well, I'm going to ponder it, but now this is going to be something that I ponder like the whole writing sprint. But let's get to another sprint. How long do we want to go for next? Are we thinking like a little bit longer, a little bit shorter? I'm thinking we wrap up this sprint because we've already done two over 2 hour sprint sessions, like 2 hour 15, 2 hour 30 sprint sessions today. I actually don't know how long they were. I'm just making those numbers up. So I'm thinking we wrap up at 1 hour and 30 minutes. But right now, how long do we want to sprint for? I'm trying to see how long we went for earlier today. Oh no, earlier today we did like basically almost 2 hours in both sprints, 2 hours and 8 minutes and 2 hours and 5 minutes. All right, so um, just talking about SpongeBob. I'm thinking like, why don't we do 20 minutes? We just did 15. Did we just do 15? Let's bump up to 20 and then maybe we can go back to 15 and then back to 20. I don't know, to be determined. So I'm going to put 20 minutes on the timer. I'm going to share my screen here. All right, everybody, pens at the ready, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing. All right, everybody, that is time. How did it go, that sprint? I'm actually just calculating my word count. Here we go, because I'm not 100% sure, because I have to subtract something this time. 245, 11414. Okay, so I'm at wait. Yeah. I'm at 11,169 words edited / written today, which is awesome. It is super, super awesome. I can actually, you know what? I could actually find, let me go and find. So I'm going to tell you how many new words that means I've included today, because I can actually find that out. So if I do this, I'm going to try and figure out how many new words, like, because I'm editing, but I'm also adding some stuff. So if I go back in the previous version that I have, because I always like write the drafts in new documents, so I'm kind of like rewriting too, I can tell you exactly how many new words I've had today. So I will tell you in just a moment, because I think that's interesting. Okay, so this section previously had, and obviously I've deleted some words too, like I haven't just added words, so it's been adding and deleting, but I've netted. So in the previous version, I had 85 minus, how much did I just say I was at? 11169. Okay, so today I have net added about 2,500 words. So about 2,500 words have been net added to the story. The previous like sections, if I go back, were, and some of them are significantly different now, were 8,685 words long, and now we are at 11,169 words, which is a net positive. And I mean, I could have written more words than this, but I also deleted a whole bunch of words, but it's a net positive of almost 2,500 words today, which is super fun. All right, so Zara did 3 more chapters and only has 12 left to go in editing their novel. That's super awesome. And Zara, like, man, you're just crushing it, going through it. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. Finished my first read through. There's a lot I need to change / add in the second draft. This is going to be so fun. I don't know if that's a super enthusiastic so fun, because I love developmental edits. It's like, I agree, it is so fun. But yeah, that's awesome that you finished reading through your first draft. Oh, that's so much fun. And getting all those notes down, that's really, really great. All right, gotta head out before I fall asleep. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Good night, everyone. Good night, adventures. It was great having you here. Have a good sleep. I think we'll wrap this up with one more sprint, because why not? Let's do one more sprint to end the day, and then we'll end at like 1 hour and 30 minutes. So do we want to go back to a 15-minute sprint, or did we like the 20 minutes? I am really up for either at this point. Entirely up to you guys. Not too fond. Okay, so Leela says I'm not too fond of developmental edits, but I also think my tiredness is making me less enthusiastic. I feel you on the tiredness. I'm also very, very tired. So yeah. Actually, that's a great question. What's everyone's favorite part of the writing process? I actually think, I used to say mine was drafting, but I actually think it's either brainstorming at the very beginning, just coming up with the ideas, or developmental edits, I would say. Because that's kind of like structured brainstorming, I think. Leela says 15 is cool. If anyone else wants to do 15, we'll do 15. If someone wants to do 20, then we can plop right in the middle and do like 17 something something. 1730 or something. I don't know why I said 17 something something. I know what the middle of 15 and 20 is. Brainstorming is my favorite part for sure. Yeah, I see that right here. Sorry, I was just opening up my YouTube video, so if you heard anything through the microphone, it's just because I'm trying to get it started so that yeah, so that I can just see if anyone's come up in the chat with any times. Okay, so Zara also says 15. Leela says drafting is a close second to brainstorming. Yeah, brainstorming is just so awesome. Zara says revising is my favorite. That is really interesting. Yeah, I think I don't know. I guess I'm more of a, like, I like developmental edits because that's like you have the story and then you get to like move things around and make it better. So it's like brainstorming 2.0, but like copy and line edits, I'm not a fan of. But that's so interesting how many like different parts people have as their favorite part of writing. Like, imagine if we could get somebody, like, imagine, Sarah, if we could take you, your revising is your favorite part, and then we could take like someone whose favorite part, like Leela, drafting is her favorite part, and we could just like mash it all together, and then we would just be the ultimate writing machine. Anywho, we're gonna do 15 minutes for the last sprint of the evening. I feel like I kind of cheated on this 10K day because it wasn't drafting 10K new words, but you know what? We're going to go with it. I was very honest about the fact that I wasn't drafting 10,000 new words, so it should be fine. All right, so we've got 15 minutes on the clock. Pens at the ready, everybody, and we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing. All right, everybody, that is time on the last sprint. I had to switch the sprint over to my phone, or the timer over to my phone, just because everything on StreamYard was freezing and crashing. I don't know if you guys saw, but I was having major technical difficulties there. So let me know how the sprint went in the comments. Please let me know if you can hear me coming in loud and clear, because there were those technical difficulties. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go check on YouTube really quickly. Like, it was a mess. There were so many technical difficulties. Okay. Okay, I can hear myself. So I think I'm coming in loud and clear. I can't be popping up comments on the stream because every single time I touch something on StreamYard, it crashes. So I'm literally not going to touch a single thing right now. But I just wanted to say a big thank you for everybody who came and joined in all of the writing sprints today. I really appreciate it. And honestly, it really motivated me to get all of the words in. So that is super fun. And today I'm ending the day with 11,454 total words written / edited today. So that feels really, really good. Hopefully we can do another 10K day soon, like my typical 10K days where we just like write the whole day and it's for 10,000 new words. But as of right now, this feels really, really good in a project that I have been completely stagnant on because I didn't know what to do next. So thank you so much for joining in this evening. Shanice, I saw, oh, I missed the stream. We ended up going a little bit shorter this evening. We started at about 8 o'clock, but we did go a little bit shorter just because the earlier streams today were 2 hours and kind of getting to the end of the day. I'm also feeling tired. I think a lot of folks are feeling tired right now. But yes, we can do another one the first week of January. I think that would be super fun and kick off the new year with a 10K. I think that'd be really, really great. Anyway, thank you so much for joining, everybody. I really appreciate you stopping by. And yeah, this was a great day. I feel really good about it. I hope you feel really good about it. I hope you accomplished all your goals. And we will talk again later. Thanks so much again for coming. Bye, everyone. I'm going to wave with this hand so I can click end broadcast. Here's to hoping it doesn't crash while I'm trying.